Welcome to Testimony, a musician story. Heard at testmimonystories.com and narrated by myself, Brown Theory, the music lover constantly seeking positive music. Let's get started.
Yeah, I made it and you know it. Yeah, through the fire, yeah, I'm golden. Brandon P, yeah, that is me. Now you know it. Rock that, read that, cut that hi-hat, beat back, got that. Now repeat it back. Always on beat like Beyonce. I hear what they say, that's Beyonce. Just waiting on her, that's Beyonce. Ivy to the blue, that's Beyonce. Now, hold on, wait a minute. Won't never catch me slipping. And yeah, I got a vision, and my team is with it. Try to shoot us down, I bet you end up missing.
RBSMJ, you know it be the thing. RBSMJ.
That's how the track ends, bro.
You've heard his moniker, It's the Black Knight, on hit songs for the past few years. Now it's time to get to know producer, drummer, solo artist, and RPSMG member, Black Knight. Born Brandon Peavy on November 25th, 1992 in Fresno, California. He has lived all over the U.S. with his older sister and younger brother, who all happen to be exactly 6 years apart. Brandon was born out of wedlock and spent his time living with his mom in one city and dad in another city until his parents finally married when he was 5 years old. But the family continued to move around because his dad was a traveling musician who played for various churches and musicians like the Clark sisters. Brandon never spent an entire school year at one school until his freshman year of high school. This made it extremely difficult for him to make friends.
I definitely wasn't the kid that can just make friends right off the bat. I was the silent one, the one that didn't talk a lot, the one that had like self-esteem things going on and all this type of stuff. Because living in New Albany, like I went to a white school, and so I would say it was a little bit of racism going on there, which played a part into like when I did switch schools. It's like, let me just keep to myself. Don't want no problems worrying. I don't want to get bullied. Nobody talk to me. So I wasn't big on making friends, but I did. It just took me a minute.
If I ever hurt you, baby, you know I hurt myself as well.
You stop and jump in. Yeah, it's true that I'm a witness. On the move till he say go. Yeah, you know I'm with it. Yeah, you know I'm with it. Yeah, RBSMG with it. Yeah, all my homies, yeah, we with it. I ain't stopping till I finish now.
The Peavy spent a lot of time in church, but Brandon didn't give his life to Christ until he was 15, after playing the drums with his father at a convention.
When people say I grew up in church, you go to church every Sunday, but it's like, okay, that's all you know. And then it comes to a point where it's like, I want to venture out into different things, because I was kind of sheltered when it came to, not going to dances, school dances. I was even scared to like ask to go bowling with some friends or ask to go. It literally wasn't until like senior year of high school that I actually asked to go to a basketball game or a football game. Because I grew up in a church where like, if you wear pants, it's a sin. If you wear makeup, it's a sin. And like very, 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 like just religious church. And we went to this convocation in Oakland, I think. Every year, me and my dad would play at this convocation. And so that night, something happened. And then all of a sudden, like, I just remember service being over and I'm in the car, my dad is driving, and I'm crying. And I'm crying, and speaking in tongues. And it was like, my dad looked at me and was like, no. And then he's like, go crazy. So it was actually in the car where it got serious. And I actually was just like, all right, cool. I know, like, I'm filled now. Just because being in church doesn't mean you know God and know Jesus. So it was like, from there, it's like fire got lit up. I was, well, I'm not going to say was, but I was at that moment, I was about it. I'm for it, like Jesus till I die. I mean, obviously, being in school and stuff like that, it was hard trying to live right and do what I'm supposed to be doing, drop the ball, but hey, there's grace for that. And thank God for grace and mercy. But I'm standing on top now.
It's a black night. Every day the same thing. I walk a different way. I'ma be myself. No matter what a hater gotta say, I'ma be me. I'ma be me. You can do what you want, but homie, that's me. I'ma be me. I turn up when I come through. Ain't nothing changed, ain't nothing new. Try to change my lane, oh no. But my guy, he rings, you should check the news. And you know my name. I made up in this image, Photoshop my brain. And yeah, I'm different, I'm a son of a king. It don't matter what you think, I'ma do what it say, alright. Sip a little water, gotta turn the light. In the dark room, I'ma be the light. Said I would never be nothing, I was just a square. Won't fit in, but I don't really care no more. Cause I'ma be me. Set apart from the norm, what he made me to be. Ain't they talking, just let them keep talking. Ain't nothing changed but the water, it's whatever life. Every day the same thing. I walk a different way. I'ma be myself. No matter what a hater gotta say, I'ma be me. I'ma be me. You can do what you want, but homie, that's me. I'ma be me. You think you know me, but you really don't.
They pitch it to Forsett, trying to get to the outside. Chased by Casey. Forsett wins that one and takes it in. Touchdown, Ravens.
What do you have in common with Ravens running back Justin Forsett or Cardinals linebacker Sam Acho? Like you, they're blasting CHH tracks pre-game to get hyped. Look, you may never play in the NFL. What? Okay, but you could have Madden 16.
You serious, Clark?
Yeah, we're serious. Tweet us at Musician Story and tell us what CHA songs get you hyped and tag a friend you can't wait to destroy in Madden 16. On August 5th, we'll announce one lucky winner at random. For rules and eligibility, please visit testmimonystories.com/contest.
We gotta play football! It's a game that's happening today! Let's go!
Brandon has been drumming since he was a little boy. Actually, before that, he was drumming as a baby. A baby, y'all.
That's the only way I know. I'm an when I got just trying to find a place called home. Just trying to find a place called home.
My mom says I was beaten since I was 9 months, like just beating on stuff. But I think officially since I was 2, like actually keeping the beat and pulling out pots and pans and stuff, being that annoying kid that always wanted to sit next to the drums and would holler. My mom says I would wake up from being asleep. They would wake me up and I'll wake up air drumming. Like literally air drumming to the song air drumming to the song and was on beat. And they, I remember when I was like 4 or 5, I used to make drum sets. Like I never had a drum set in my life. They never really let me play after church or during church. But they said I would make drum sets out of cardboard, tambourine cymbals, and wire hangers. It would make it sound like a drum set. Like, we'll put my feet up against the dresser and start banging on it and making beats out of it. And the tambourine would be a cymbal, and the wire hanger, I don't know where it came from. But I wish they got pictures of it, but they didn't.
With the support of his parents and the help of his producer uncle, Brandon was able to translate his gift of making beats with percussions to producing an entire song.
We the boys from the west side. Some say we doing too much. I say I can't do enough. Oh yeah, you're not rocking with the best. Oh yeah, you're not rocking with the best. Oh yeah, you're not rocking with the gang and the nine young boys from the west. W up in the air now. California living, yeah, up in sack time. Do a show, then we got in and out. Got my whole gang with me, yeah, we about to shut it down. Yeah, I'm on my scooter. I roll up to the window like, can you take my order? And you know that favorite ain't it fair. I don't really deserve it, but I'm one of his heirs, okay? I got tracks by the boatload. It's the Black Knight, yeah, if you ain't out. RPSMG, to my bros. Try to kick me out, but
I remember I was like, yo, Uncle Kevin, I want to make a beat. Like, okay, I want to give my dad a beat for Christmas. So that was my whole thing. It was like, all right, this is what I want my dad's Christmas present to be. Was a beat that I produced to show him like, hey, I could do what you do. So I made it, and from there, like, sparked something. I just kept on like asking him, hey, next time I come down to Fresno, can I get in the studio? Can I get in the studio? Can I get in the studio? Let me work. Can I try? Can I make another beat? You know. So he finally got annoyed by me. Yeah, he got annoyed by me, and he gave me the program to start making beats. And he was like, all right, tell your dad to buy you a computer and a little $99 keyboard. That's it. So he taught me how to run it. He taught me how to run Pro Tools. I give a lot of credit to him for starting me out. My uncle, he doesn't say much, but like he texts me like, yo, I told you. So he was the one that was like, bro, your beats is going to be something like everybody's going to want to listen to. One Christmas later is when my parents buy me the inbox bundle that came with monitors, the inbox, the mic. I was like, yo, I'm going to do this. I'm a producer now officially. So yeah, I'm definitely grateful for my parents and my uncle for definitely supporting.
Like what you're hearing so far? Check us out at testmimonystories.com.
That's testmimonystories with an S.com.
Where you can hear content for you and about you. Everyone has a testimony. Everyone has a testimony. And we want to hear yours. Tell us how God has transformed your life. Each month, we will select a person to highlight and interview. Find out more at testmimonystories.com.
Testimony.
A musician's story. Testimony, where Christian hip-hop artists give you an exclusive look into their lives and their music. Take a journey into the minds of today's top Christian hip-hop artists as they open up and share about their past, their faith, and their music in ways you've never heard before. Put on your favorite pair of headphones or turn the stereo volume up and listen.
A musician's story.
hit it.
Now back to Black Knight's Testimony, a Musician's Story.
Guitar riffing, bass drop. Let's go. Let's go. This track tight, that's cause it's the Black Knight.
His days of moving from school to school stopped his freshman year. They planted roots in Sacramento, California, so that his family could see him graduate from high school. Black Knight got serious about producing. He quit playing basketball and spent all his time making beats. He emerged onto the Christian hip-hop scene as a full-fledged hitmaker his senior year of high school.
I'm thankful for what he's done for me. You listening to a product that would never be the same thing. I'm out the box, always making something different. Not just beats, but if you need hooks, yeah, I can give them more than a beat maker. I'm a producer, and this will be on the album, so don't forget it. Every artist and producer keep grinding, stay true to your shuffle, always keep your lights shining out. Yeah.
Said you can try to tear me down. but it only lets me know that it's worth it.
Everybody out here found out that I started making music because they knew my dad. And so at the time, I was John Peavy's son making beats. And then we met CJ Emilus. He came and performed at my old church. And then my dad made that connection. Yo, you should come to the house, listen to some beats. And then like the next week, I met Transparent at Q Heem's album release. So I would say my first official placement was the album that was sold. I would say CJ Emilus. And then the next one was Transparent. I did his whole Dope album. From that, I won the Rapzilla remix contest, Tedashi's Riot remix contest. And then from that, that's where Andy Mineo hit me up. He inboxed me on Facebook. It's like, yo, you got any beats? So shot him boatload of beats, and then Pressure off of Formerly Known was inside of that. So that's where Pressure came from. So that was the first major placement. KB, The Truth, and Triple, was it Triple? Somebody else had a concert out here at Calvary. That's where I met KB, and I gave him a beat CD, and on that beat CD came Zone Out. And then from Zone Out, a lot of different people, Thizzle, who else? Angels off of KB's album.
Once he won the Tadashi Riot remake contest, the floodgates had opened up. Now this kid, who had just barely graduated from high school, suddenly had more production demands than he could ever dream of.
I said everybody riot. Tell them if they won't come try it. I mean make war, everybody fight it. Done with them secrets, yep, I ain't keeping quiet. They say this won't hurt me, they lying. They just trying to murk me, slowly I'm dying. Lied, they lied, now they trying to body us. Pride, my pride, your button is a slaughterhouse. Trying to hold on, but it's hard screaming. Slave on the track, and sin is the pimp son. Homer choking out your seed, Bart Simpson. Danger, man, cause this thing is a monster. Bro said fight, cause sin it'll harm ya. So that's what I do till I hear the bell ring. Starting up a ride, that's an everyday thing.
So it's crazy how you can produce a single and all of a sudden, like, you get all these text messages and emails and stuff like that. And you go from, you know, just sitting around just making beats to you got to do somebody's whole album. It's a lot of stress. So at first, I didn't know how to deal with it. The constant, like, pull of, yo, give me some beats, give me some beats, give me some beats, which led to me, like, overwhelming myself. There was plenty of times where I've dropped the ball and didn't deliver. And at the time, it's like, I'm young, you know, and I didn't know how, like, nobody, like, taught me, okay, if you can't deliver on something, say something. Let them know. So I had a hard time with, like, trying to figure out how to communicate, figuring out, like, communication, like, and really being honest with myself and saying, okay, can I finish this? Can I work? Can I take this project and deliver at the time where I said it was? So it took me a while to figure out, like, okay, I got this on my plate. All right, how long? And then how can I space stuff out to where I'm not overwhelming myself? Because at the same time, all right, I am a producer, but then I put out a song and now I'm an artist too as well. So it did take some time to, like, finally, like, get in a groove of things as far as communication, as far as being honest with myself, being honest with people and not being overwhelmed. So now I'm kind of there. Like, there will be times where somebody texts me and I don't text it back just because there's so many things going on.
Okay, I don't know, but I've been told when the Saints come marching in, we roll so deep that they can't believe we sold out seats in them CDs. Please don't sleep on the beat. Beat up these, still don't get it what you keep up, please. We ain't no heroes for selling. You bought one, better keep your receipts. Okay, I get it. I know what they thinking. We some kumbaya singing, corny Christians. Keep your dishes, buy a ticket to a concert, pay a visit. Think it's odd. We them Blues Brothers, 116 on a mission from God. I don't think they get it. I really think what they gotta do is see it to believe it. I wasn't planning on leaving them. Giving a microphone with no gimmicks. I really live it. So then I come in, I don't know what I don't get them. And if you ever wanna get it, what's another come and get it? I want them to, I gotta just tell them we
Testimony.
Testimony, where Christian hip-hop artists give you an exclusive look into their lives and their music. Take a journey into the minds of today's top Christian hip-hop artists as they open up and share about their past, their faith, and their music in ways you've never heard before. Put on your favorite pair of headphones or turn the stereo volume up and listen. Connect with Testimony, a musician story through social media. Find links to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more at testmimonystories.com. A musician's story.
It's the Black Knight.
Yo, it's your boy Black Knight, and you're listening to Testimony, a musician story. Holla at
me. In addition to being known as a producer, Black Knight can be seen playing drums for Andy Mineo.
Found out he was coming to Oakland, made a drive up to Oakland. It's my first time meeting him. This is before Formerly Known came out. He was like, yo, you play drums? I was like, yeah, because I was there playing drums for CJ Emilus. So he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm playing drums for CJ Emilus. I mean, you want me to play for you? He's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, I know all your music. He was like, cool, but do you know this new stuff? So he showed me Young. He showed me Michael Jackson. It was like that night, without no rehearsal, I played drums for him. First time I met him, he's like, yo, this is tight. So fast forward, after Formerly Known came out, he starts working on Heroes for Sale, and AO came out. So again, he had a concert out here in Sacramento, and I didn't even know about it. Somebody hit me up and was just like, your boy Andy is gonna be out here. So I called Andy. I was like, yo, you in my city? He's like, yeah, come to sound check. Not even thinking. He's like, come to sound check. We can hang out. I arrived at sound check. I was like, yo, you got a drummer? He was like, nah. You want to play? I said, yes. So that night, no rehearsal, played for him. We played Formerly Known and we played AO. And after that, the next day, I told him, I was like, all right, I'm going to the studio to do the drum cover to AO. He's like, all right, cool. When you do it, send it to me. I want to check it out. So I did the drum cover. He checked it out. He sent me a text. He was like, how you feel about coming on the road with me? So it was from that drum cover that it, sparked that relationship with me going on the road with him, playing drums with him, which built up our relationship. He was like, all right, now, every show that I'm at in California, I'm going to fly you out. And it grew from California to, different shows around the nation. And then it went from doing a road show tour with him. It helped out our relationship with him, me, Dre, Andy, and then with Reach Records too as well. It's really a blessing and it's a humble experience.
Recently, Black Knight finished touring with Lecrae's Anomaly tour, in which Andy Mineo opened up for, with Lecrae successfully crossing over to mainstream. This tour has hit milestones that no other Christian-based tour has reached. In October of 2014, it streamed live on Yahoo. It has also sold out stadiums across the country. Being the drummer, Black Knight had a special vantage point at seeing how impactful the music has been to audiences across America.
You have no other choice but to be like, wow, and grateful that God has blessed me with the ability to do this and to help out different people. My dad reminds me all the time, he was like, do you realize you're doing what people older than you want to do? He was like, you're only 22. There's people been in this game for 10 years, 12 years, and have even did as much as you've done. I get it, And then on the other side, it's before I even got into this, I always have with my music and with my beats, it's I want other people that's not saved to hear it. Even before all of this doors start opening and you started getting recognition from the mainstream industry to look at us. But even before all of that, it's I always had something to be you know what? I want my music to go further than the church, to go further than whoever is just our regular listener. That's always been in the back of my head before. And then seeing it happen, I was like, yes. And I didn't know how it was going to happen, But it's like, all right, well, I thought I was going to be the one, but there was another person that took that line and opened that door for all of us, and to see that recognition come, it's like, okay, all right. It gives me hope to like, all right, everything that I've had in the back of my head is like, I can really do it now because it's accessible. And I can do what I've been planning to do for years now.
Currently, A Black Knight is working on his latest album, Brandon P.
What you want? Huh? I got plenty more. Yeah, I do. All I hear is talk. What you doing now? You ain't doing that. Say you about that life. All I see is go. You ain't about it now. Hey boy, you see I'm on D on a row. Rather than the realest when you messing with the dealers. And if you celebrate it, in the back you really jealous. And mama always tell me everybody ain't your friend. Especially the one that see you all up in your ear. I biz when I shove you up the Tahoe. And probably to each other then evolve. Going up like suicides on a Lambo. And when I beam, I'm in the coop like 2 dope. Poppin' like a bencher. On a mendo. What you want? And you cannot stop all that goddess. Predestined my steps to be in order to follow his message. I hear what he's saying. I read the coach caption took over my voter. Said I am the captain and I'm right here. Brandon Peavy, yeah, that beat me. Grab a seat and play a movie. Show you what you kid. All the haters are like, really?
Hated on me for a long time. Wrong time. This is what you get. Talking about I wasn't gonna make it. Now I made it on. This is what you get.
It's totally different than what anything I put out before. When you think of Black Knight, you think of Bibles in the air, headphones, clapping. Named it Brandon P because basically it talks about the other side of who Black Knight is. Because in my music, I've surface leveled it, but now it's like I'm going deeper inside of like, all right, who I am and stuff that I've gone through and stuff that I'm going through. And so it's like really soulful. It's definitely a different sound. I've grown up. I've gotten older and I went through things. And when you go through things, it's like you can't write nothing and it be real unless you've gone through it. Like nothing can't come out of you unless it's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So I've gone through stuff and I'm writing about it. Like I can write about this and be comfortable with it. Like, okay, the world is going to hear my words that I'm about to say. And so that's why, like in the beginning, it's like I wasn't comfortable with it because it's like, dang, it's me being vulnerable. Like I don't want people hearing that I'm in my feelings. So now it's like I don't care. You're gonna hit my feelings regardless if you like it or not. Because I know, I'm not the only one feeling like this. So I'm writing it to help somebody else out. At a time where in my life where I did want to commit suicide, talks about that. Talks about like, times where I did want to, go bad on somebody, like wanted to buy a gun and like go off, but I didn't. But it talks about that. And this album is it talks about me being bullied in elementary school and middle school. It's a whole like life. I would say it's like an autobiography.
Brandon P does not have a release date yet, but you can get your Black Knight fix with his group RPSMGs. Until Next Time project.
Wherever he showed us, oh yeah, he showed us we can't be comfortable. Oh yeah, I know where I'm going. I know where to be. Gotta be there at a certain time. I was so time when not wait for me, and I'm letting go everything holding me back from my destiny. Gotta put up for my friends and my family. Please keep me in your prayers.
Visit testmimonystories.com to find out how to download it for free.
Until next time, yeah. Until next time, yeah. Until next time,
No need to go down.
Until next time, until next time, oh yeah. Until next time, until next time, oh yeah. Until next time.
Thank you for listening to Testimony, a musician's story. To hear this episode again, as well as past episodes, visit testmimonystories.com. Until next time, I'm Brown, Theory, the music lover constantly seeking positive music.
Yeah. Till next time. Until next time.